The Snow Queen is an icy control mage that uses frost to control and damage her enemies. The Snow Queen in Ravenswatch was inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's tale, The Snow Queen, in which she actually plays the primary antagonist to a couple of small children. The character also inspired the Disney character, which you're probably more familiar with, Elsa in Frozen. Let's jump in the game and I can give you an overview of her abilities and some tips and tricks as you learn to play her. Her trait has her slide around on ice. During the day, she deals damage to enemies and applies chilled. If you use it at night though, it'll leave frost on the ground, which not only chills enemies, but it also slows them down. Her attack shoots an ice shard out. This pierces enemies, and if they're chilled, it's going to deal 50% more damage. Her power is an area of effect blast. During the day, it does a good chunk of damage, and during the night, it applies frost to a large section of the ground. Her special lets out an explosion that doesn't do any damage by itself, but if their enemies chilled in that area you saw, they'll all take extra damage from that attack. And then finally, her defense throws out a cone of clone and pushes her back some. Not said in the description, but this also makes you invulnerable for a moment. If you notice, her health bar disappears. When her health bar doesn't show up, that means she's invulnerable. There's also a moment of invulnerability when she uses her special. But let's get into the run and see what we're dealing with. We look at our starting upgrades. We have Windy Lances and Dual Lances. Dual Lances by far is the community favorite right now. It reduces the range of attack, but doubles the amount of ice shards she sends out. This makes her much more into a close combat style of fighter. Windy Lances, on the other hand, I really enjoy the play style of it more, so I'm going to pick it this run. But it allows your lances to go out and seek enemy targets, which sometimes the seeking on them screws up a little bit, and that's kind of what the community complains about. So, starting out with her, a big thing that's nice about her is her mobility. Because she has her trait, which has her slide quickly on ice, means she can make it around the map pretty quickly compared to most creatures. I see we have a treasure here we're going to start with, so I'll come up here and clear that camp first of all. So we can slide through. I'll use my special, you'll see it pop, and it damages everything around. Normally you don't actually want to hit your special right away. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. You see my ice blades are curving through. We'll slide through. Everyone's white. Oh, white. That means they've got frost applied to them, and we can peck at them with our basic attack. All right. Cleared those monsters. We're going to get some treasure. We'll do Ogre Blood, +1 damage for every 5 vitality you have. All right, we'll slide through these guys. There we get them all frosted. And then right before their frost wears off, we want to pop our special. And so really you want to use her special as a finishing move as often as you can. It's nice because she does a really good job of making it around the map in a meaningful way. Oh, we just hit nighttime. So now, as you see, my trait is going to leave ice around the ground. What makes that nice is now I can kite enemies a lot better by laying down a bunch of ice between me and them and just throwing my basic attack at them until they, until they die. The other thing it allows you to do is if you time it right, you're actually going to be able to get 2 pops of your ultimate off because of the extra, or not your ultimate, your special, because of when the ice applies. And that's actually going to add a lot of damage to you if you manage that well. Alright, oh, looks like... Alright, upgrades. Lance Burst or Frost Surge. Lance Burst, I'm going to take. It adds... now when I do my special, it'll send out 3 lances. Those are really nice, especially when you have Windy Lances, because they're going to seek out and always hit something. So now you kind of have a burst damage even when you're at range. Which she does struggle with damage, especially in the early game. So a quirk that's going on right now with her is when she does her special, the bolts that come out of her are based on the direction she's facing, not where your mouse is. And that can make it awkward to control. So I'm hoping eventually they change that to having her face your mouse whenever you use your special. Okay, we're getting into a little bit stronger enemies here. I'm actually probably a little bit... Oh, this is a red. Oh, I am very underleveled for this section. Well, we'll stick to it, see if I can make it out. And actually, what we should be doing... So this is a... Can't talk and play. There we go. This is a money section, so we don't actually have to kill everything to get the reward here. There we go. Dodge that, and let's get out of here. There we go. Oh, that was not good. Use our defense. All right. Well, we actually got a lot of experience. All right, let's get out of here because we are not high enough level to be in red right now. But we did get a good pile of cash, which will serve us well later. Since we have to teleport anyways, I'm going to go ahead and teleport back and upgrade both of my skills. I like both of these, so I think they're worth putting money in early. So we'll do... More on the Lance Burst. Okay. Now I'm going to head my way to that healing potion there. Or bird bath, we're calling them. My group is calling them bird baths, but the healing fountains. It's daytime, so my right click does some damage, which are nice because you can clear out those health crystals in one go. Oh, this is perfect. So I'm going to get the healing fountain, and then we're going to clear this grimoire. That's going to put 2 of our skills at max level. So that's actually very good timing. Again, we're going to frost them up. We'll pop our special. Ooh. Our curving windy lances to get an advantage around that. Heal up. Now we can clear the grimoire. And when we clear the grimoire, we'll get some free points to level up our skills with. It's daytime, so our frost is now doing extra damage. We are not laying frost on the ground. There we go. We got one guy down. The other one is almost dead. We'll frost him, pop over, and we'll just poke him till he dies. There we go. All right, I'm actually not going to take the level up quite yet. The reason being is I want to get the maximum value out of this grimoire. It's going to give me 2 levels up on 2 random skills. So coming over here, I'm going to level that up so both my skills need to be leveled up at the max value. So it costs 200 to level up either of them right now. And if I go back to the grimoire, I'll get the perk that allows me to grab 2 random upgrades. This way, it's going to give me 400 dream shards worth of value out of that. Now we can pick our next upgrade. I like Cold Heart for the way I play because I like to have a lot of frosted enemies on the field. Frost Surge is usually only good if you get the Ice Storm that powers up your power. So we'll go with Cold Heart for this. With my upgraded Frost Surge attack there, I can decimate groups of enemies, and she becomes really quite powerful. That's also gives her another good way to pop the ice crystals, because I don't have my strong attack because it's nighttime. And so the big thing you have to be aware of her is, are you playing at daytime or nighttime? Because your playstyle is going to differ a little bit more. Your playstyle is going to differ between those a bit. If you're playing during the day, you're going to do more bursty damage. If you're playing at night, you're going to do more kiting and making use of the frost you have on the ground. Now I have the money for it. I actually want to do at least one dip into this wishing well. Sometimes you can get a good item that completely changes how your run is going to go. So I think it's worth getting at least one. We'll pop those guys. That guy's going to step forward and get frosted. But we get that damage boost on him. We'll just lay into him. Get a pop. Oop. Don't poke me. Again, when you're doing your basic attack, chilled enemies take 50% more damage. Let's see. We have my dash deals extra damage. That's always good. Damage for dream shards. All right. I want my dash to deal damage. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And I'm actually going to go back. That's a really powerful upgrade. So I'm going to try and get the magic mirror here. The magic mirror duplicates an item you already have right here. Gain a copy of a common, rare, or epic magical item. I'm hoping to double up on that dash, which I didn't get it. Which is a little bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. And so now I get +2 damage for all vitality I have. That's actually another really good one to get that upgrade on. Need to hurry up and explore some more of the map. I'm level 3. I'm not playing on Nightmare 9, so I will definitely have time to do what I need to before the boss. No real reason to kill the random mobs as you go. That one was a quick kill, but you get experience from them, but generally it's not worth it. Ooh, we do want that, though. Yeah, tumors are fine, but I prefer to save them for later in the run. They're kind of a, if you have extra time left over, activity. Here we go, we'll do this. Daytime, so right now when enemies get frosted, they're going to take extra damage, but I don't leave my frost trails on the ground. At the end of this cave, there's going to be a rare item. It'll either be a legendary or a cursed item. Hopefully we're going to get something good here. Just nuke them. Remember, her defense lets you dodge attacks. Unlike that, I did that one a little bit early. There we go. We'll stun him down, finish him off, and now we got a little mini boss to fight up here. Got to kind of keep your distance with this guy. He has a really annoying bite attack that kind of happens faster than you can react. So the goal is to hit him with as much damage as I can and try and pop that frost attack right as he go right before the frost wears off. There we go. I dodged it. And we finish him off. Let's see what they give us for a rare. Alright, 1 legendary and 2 cursed. Double dream shards, lose them when you die. Lose 1 dream shard instead of health. Any damage you deal, kill standard enemies. Alright, so that Vorpal Blade I got, what that's going to do is if I deal any damage so that something is either 10 or 20% health, depending on what the enemy type is, it's going to kill it. And so that can help you finish off groups of enemies really quickly. But it's not going to help me in the final boss fight, so I would have preferred something like a special cooldown or something. Searching this area, trying to figure out what the upgrade is, or the activity. That's what they call them. The activity. What a fun activity. All right, we got a treasure, a yellow treasure. That's worth it. So we're going to frost those people up. Now, while they walk to us in the frost, we'll sit back here. Oh, there we go. Dodged it. Ghosts are ranged, so they're a little bit harder to kite, but the same idea applies, though. You want to lay down as much ice in a broad space as you can, and then keep it between you and the enemies. All right, so special deals damage, power gains an extra charge, or I do more damage the more money I have. I actually want my special to deal more damage.
A queen takes what is hers.
And I know that wasn't technically the rarest thing there, but fits my situation the best. I don't need to be killing stuff as I pass, but if it's little fodder, I don't mind killing it because it doesn't take much time and it gives me experience. Like there's a level up. All right, clear these guys up and let's see what we have. All right. Defense makes things vulnerable, or hailstorm. So my power now drops chunks of ice down. I'm actually going to take the hailstorm. I really like that ability. It really gives her additional ability to focus down specific enemies. Dodge. See, I'm the muscle memory's coming back. Normally you want to try and kill the healers first because they're just going to heal everyone in the room. Especially if you get more than one healer, that's when it becomes problematic. Good, we didn't aggro those guys. Let's see what's back here. Red treasure, let's get it. Use your defense to keep things frosted. Even if you don't need a dodge, it's worth it. There we go. We cleaned a big room. And we'll get hit by a fireball, just for, you know, good measure. Red treasure. What rares are we getting? Ultimate cooldown, dash cooldown, or special gains a charge. We'll do special gains a charge. I have a pretty good loadout for special. There's a group of enemies right there. I don't want to waste my time fighting. I think I can get through a few more of the red events before the last day passes. And this is going to be more money. I don't mind money. Just sneak in the money, and then we'll say ta-ta! I'll get that health. Good measure. I always like to get the health upgrades. Keep things frosted. I really like nighttime because you get to keep everything frosted. The first night or two can be a little bit difficult, but later on it's easier to manage your frost and get 2 special rocks on each application of frost. All right, we got our health up. I think I have 2 more regions I can explore, and I have about a day to do it. So I will take another red treasure. Oofda. I screwed that one up. I let that hook get me, and I did not dodge it. Normally, if you get hooked, you still have time to use your special to get out of the way. Or not your special, your defense, sorry. Alright, cleared that up, and we'll get the red. Dash deals more damage. Healing at critical. Attack deals 20 extra. We'll do attack does 20%. Oh, no, it's the other Grimoire. Let's go ahead and clear this. And we'll get all of our skills upgraded. And then we will have infinite power. They're getting everything frosted is a huge deal. I'm gonna tank that guy. He's not that big of a threat. And I'm more concerned about getting the spiders down as quickly as I can. That was a waste of my defense. There you go. So once she gets going and she spreads her ice down, she can really have some effective area of effect stuff. So this Grimoire is going to give me 4 free skill upgrades, but they apply randomly. How I'm going to mitigate that is I'll go here and I'll buy 1 level of each. Now 2 more random skill upgrades will bring both of these to max. Let's see, I already have some crit chance, so let's buff that. And I should have gone for the crit damage too, but I clicked the wrong upgrade. Or I thought I had enough money. I'm $4 short, so that's going to be our goal, is to increase our crit damage.
Many thanks, my dark-feathered friends.
All right. Improve a random upgrade 4 times. Now we have all 4 of our skills at max level. And we get our ultimate. All right, we're going to do 2 things. My goal now is to come here and purchase.
You shall be rewarded, subjects.
Where is it? There. Critical hits deal more damage. And I'm not going to have time to do what I wanted to do, so we'll just get more damage. Okay, so here's her ultimate. Here, we'll just nuke it. It frosts an area, and it does a lot of damage. We're not playing at night, so it doesn't put frost on the ground, so it actually loses a lot of its gusto during the day. Again, I actually prefer playing Frost Queen night rather than day, especially once you already have upgrades. I think it's a more fun play style. Like, that's the thing during the day. I think they gave her a cool trait, and then they take half of it away during the day. Something I would love to see them change is to have it where during daytime it's burst damage, and at night she's focused on damage over time. Alright, we are in a pretty powerful situation on a low difficulty. Oh, so unless I'm really stupid, this shouldn't be a problem. Get the frost, we get the lance burst, and they're dead. I'm actually going to be more patient on that because I wanted to make sure that I apply all the damage I can to this guy. There's that ultimate. There we go. A tip for the boss is if, when you're attacking these tentacles, if you can position your way right so that you can attack through the tentacles and have your shards hit the boss as well, you're going to do some extra chip damage, which isn't a lot, but especially when you start getting into the harder difficulties, you want to get every little ounce of damage you can. Finish that guy off, and I think that's, yep. Let's see if we can attack him down. There we go. There we have the Frost Queen. I really like her. I like her playstyle, especially at night. I don't think she's the top tier of character. I think she's pretty middling if you're talking about power. But I really love her laying frost down on the floor and kiting enemies with it playstyle. But if you're interested in more Ravenswatch content, go ahead and give us a like. But thanks for watching. I'm Aiscool.